What was that? We are live on Twitch, on
Already?
X, on Rumble,
Are we on Rumble?
and YouTube. Well, let me check.
Please.
Let
Hey,
me
we got
check.
a retweet, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. We did get a retweet. All right. My content in Rumble. All right, let's see if it's playing. Doesn't look like it's playing right now, Grant.
What? God damn it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Nope. What was that?
I forgot I was supposed to have 15 minutes.
All right, so let's go to YouTube. I'll change that
I
thumbnail.
already kicked us off YouTube because of me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to YouTube anyway. Got to change that thumbnail, Grant. You know
Why does it not up? Why does it not do it automatically?
You can't. You don't have that choice in a restream. Live shows.
So then my next question is, why does Restream suck?
It's not that bad. Well, we need to do it on Streamlabs, buddy.
Streamlabs is extremely difficult.
No, it's not. It's easy. It's just your computer sucks. So
That's probably true too.
Gaming news. Let's set this stuff up real quick, Grant. Then we start the podcast.
Oh shit! Are you ready for? I cussed again.
God.
Go ahead and demonetize us.
Okay, video games. What else are we talking about today?
We're giving away the Path of Exile.
Top 10 giveaway.
And just don't say it like that.
Okay. Let's save this. Grant. Let's save this.
What about Rumble? Are we on Rumble?
I'll check in a minute.
Let me check now.
All right, let's see. Let's go back to Rumble. Come on, Rumble. Don't fail us. Rumble. All right. Let me pull up that X stream real quick. All right, so there's supposedly a way.
God, you don't know. God, here we go.
There's a way, Grant. Here, let me mute that.
Hey, why don't you turn off your phone?
I might.
Why don't you act professional and mute your phone?
What?
Why don't you act professional and mute your phone? I said mute.
Yeah, I don't know what you said.
Oh, my lip hurts.
Edit.
I sneezed. My lip was chapped and I sneezed and cracked my lip.
Did you?
Yeah, it hurts.
Did you, buddy?
Looks like I got diseases.
All right, let me retweet this. Live now.
Looks like I got herpes.
You do have herpes, don't you?
That's what it looks like.
Live now. Let me put that Yeah, there we go. Buddy.
Are you excited? Are you excited for the giveaway, Ed? Get excited.
I am excited.
No, you're not. You're not excited enough. Nope. That wasn't excited enough.
I am excited.
Nope, wasn't quite excited enough.
I am excited, Grant. YouTube. Live on YouTube. God, I can't spell.
I know. We know. Jesus.
What?
It's just like I can't use punctuation. I'm terrible at punctuation.
You're terrible to that and hashtags.
Hashtags. I cannot do that. And I just make one big long run-on sentence.
Yeah. We are going live pretty early in the day, Grant.
That's fine.
My content.
We got a lot of things
to do. Grant. Look at that. We are live on Rumble.
Oh, okay. They must have fixed it.
Yep.
They must have knew who we were. That's what it was.
All right.
They must have said, hold on.
Let me post that, Grant.
They saw Dr. Disrespects and they pushed him out of the way and they're like, we got to get this stream ready.
That's right. You see his rant about Kotaku?
Yeah, that was funny. That's funny. Maybe some Saudi prince will give us $10,000. Excuse me, Saudi prince. We love your country. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Saudi Arabia.
No, we ain't nobody asking you. We don't. No, nobody asked you.
What are you talking about, man?
Well, here. Well, then talk good about it and tell them what you like about it.
Huh? Let's go to the live chat. Let me pop out chat.
Did you hear about that girl from OnlyFans that made $43 million?
Yeah. I mean,
one dude.
it's like she's not the only one making a lot of money.
I know. One dude, she showed her statistics on a thing. One guy, just one guy, paid her $4 million. One man.
Yeah.
It's insane. The symptom of something is insane.
Grant, are you ready to get this going? We're live on everything, man. Actually, know what? Hold on.
Women.
Let me check Twitch.
Let me tell you something. Women, we love y'all. But you have life on easy mode. You do.
Here we go. Damn Twitch. Dang Twitch. There we go.
How come women don't simp for men? You ever notice that?
What?
Women don't simp for men.
I know, man.
It's sad. These men out here are just, man, they're giving their whole paycheck away.
All right, Grant, you ready to start the show, dude?
Let's do it.
We're 6 minutes in. We got to start it.
Hey, why don't you shut up? Shut up and focus.
All right, I'm going live right now. Mute your mic. No one
right.
wants to hear your heavy breathing.
I'm going to end up taking this out anyway because it's got your face on it.
Mute now. Shut up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rolling here with the DMG Gamer Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the man who made $43 on his OnlyFans. My boy,
right.
Ed Phillips.
It's all the beard, man. It's all the beard. $43, all beard.
That's it.
That's all it is. A picture of my beard, just like,
I know.
Like this.
People have what they call the grizzly fetish.
Yeah. All right. Grant. We got some big news today.
We got big news.
We got big news. Do we have big news?
How big is it?
We got kind of big news.
Is it
a top 10? All right. First, let's break it down a little bit. We got a top 10 sci-fi movies and or TV series. You're doing. Can I finish? Grant? You're doing the TV series. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a top 10 sci-fi, science fiction. All right. And then we got some gaming news. And we got the Path of Exile 2 breakdown along with the giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway.
Early access key.
This is big news. This is about as big as that. You saw that picture of that fat guy that was rapping on the couch? They brought him on stage.
Yeah.
And he had the oxygen tank.
Yeah. Dude, like Path of Exile 2, dude. I'm like really stoked for
I'm blown away.
It's going to be big.
So here's the thing.
It's going to be big. Early access, 3 days away, December 6th.
So Diablo has been landing some heavy punches. They've come out swinging.
Listen, they have been. Diablo's been putting out some good content.
But Path of Exile has looked like they have done the sneak to the side, right uppercut, left uppercut, looking like some 1988 prime Mike Tyson.
Dude, it's looking like Diablo. You know when Diablo 3 and Path of Exile 1 came out? It's looking like it's about to be the same thing happen.
Which is good for the fans.
As long as Blizzard keeps bringing it on every season and stuff like that, they really got to start bringing it because everything I've seen on Path of Exile 2, dude, I think they're going to blow them out.
The game looks so smooth.
So smooth. We're going to get to all the content, too. We're going to break down some of the content later, right before the key giveaway for the early access. But yeah, December 6th, get ready.
And we will be going live, and we will be streaming it. We will be playing it.
That is correct. All right. Grant.
Yes.
let's start with some gaming news first, and we'll go from there. All right, so let me bring up some bookmarks.
My poster still hadn't come in yet.
What's that?
My poster. Like, you look like you're like the name brand guy on the podcast. I look like the generic knockoff that just showed up.
Don't worry, your poster's coming in probably next week, Grant, along with the hoodies and everything like that.
Oh, we're gonna be merched out.
What's that? Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have some good.
How about you listen? How about you focus and listen?
Well, I'm trying to pull this up, Grant.
That's because your computer's slow.
It is not. It's not as slow as yours.
Right, you're over there on that Packard Bell.
Yep. All right, here we go. Share. All right, Grant, tell me when you can see that.
I can see it. Oh, Dave.
Oh, Jaffe. David Jaffe. All right, so we covered this last podcast, but
it's pronounced Jaffe.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
All right, so David Jaffe, God of War creator, Twisted Metal, all that stuff. So Vara Dark did a video kind of breaking down some things, and then of course, they kind of went at each other a little bit. But his latest video, dude, if you have not seen it, I'll pull up a X post here in a second. But if you haven't seen the latest video of his, pretty much a breakdown, this dude goes on a tirade against her.
I know.
Well, not only that, but he also says that she is only popular because of her looks, I guess you can say. Or, that's it. That's like the only reason people tuned in, which is really not the case. Let's be real.
No.
She does a lot of good background, like investigative stuff.
She does and she also does what we do. She actually plays games and gives them reviews.
She actually plays games.
Yeah.
And if he even took 2 minutes out of his time while he was looking through her YouTube feed, I mean, let's be real, that's what he was doing. If he took about 2 minutes, he could see all the streams she's done on a lot of video games.
It's funny.
A ton of video games.
He went on he was saying all this. He was saying all this bad stuff, and then he tried to go off and he tried to simp a little bit too, like trying to call her hot and trying to
Well, then he came back. He came back with a pretty much like an excuse.
Yeah,
like he wasn't, just referring that it was only because of her looks. He tried to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's because he got called out on it.
Yeah. All right, so let me pull this up, Grant. I'm gonna pull up one of this tweet real quick. Let's see. Here it is. All right, let me share this real quick.
God.
Tell me when you... It's okay. Just tell me when you can see it. All right. You see that? Right. Let me blow it up a little bit.
Yep, I see it.
All right, so we're going to watch this for a little bit.
Based on what she said about me, and frankly, based on if you go to her page,
let me see.
I mean, most
let me
of
know
her
if
shit
you see
is just mean-spirited, ha-ha, fuck liberal tears, blah, blah, blah. So forgive me, if you can't point to me and show a history.
Can you hear that, dude?
Cut it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sexism, cruelty,
I think it's just the video.
Yeah, it could be the video. That's fine.
It's not in my wheelhouse. It doesn't exist. I have blind spots like everyone else, and I might say something that's like, oh, shit.
This is her sharing all her videos that she streams gaming. Basically, what he said is when it comes to like gaming and stuff like that, like all she does is like go after the woke stuff and pretty much doesn't play video games. She does.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, it's just like a library of content right there. Yeah. And if he took like 2 minutes out of his damn time, he could have identified all that.
Yeah, and what's funny, he's realizing it as he's making this video.
Well, that's her sharing it in this clip that she shared on Twitter. All right. So let me stop sharing that. But anyway, so like this dude, man, like first he was out of touch with all the Dragon Age hoopla, right? Yeah. He was out of touch with all that. And he also was like, when he kind of came after her at first, it was like he knew nothing about her. People, I mean, if you're going to put YouTubes and you have a decent following, people are going to make videos about you. I mean, just get over it.
Yeah.
But she is not the only one that has made videos about him. he just chose her because he thought she was an easy target,
Yeah, exactly.
which she's not.
No.
But she's already sent out a response and everything like that on this, and basically just attacking him or basically hitting back at him against, what kind of content she actually produces and everything like that. But David Jaffe, dude, I mean, he's out of touch. It's all, but let's get real. It all evolves around politics, right?
It's all, man. Look, for the
Always.
last year and a half, that's what it's all evolved around.
Yeah. So his politics. Let's be real. He's probably a white guy for Harris.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's what he is. And it wasn't a good year for him. So, when it comes to all these YouTube bigger channels going after woke ideology and gaming and stuff like that, I mean, it's justified because gamers are sick and tired of seeing this shit in their games, right?
Yep.
All right.
Zero Day, what's up, man?
Sub Zero Day. All right, let's get to the next subject. All right, Grant. Xbox. Let's talk about Xbox.
Here we go.
Yeah, let me pull this article up. But Xbox is blocking reviews on
giving more games to PS5.
Dude, I don't even know what's up with them. Let me blow this up a little bit. All right, let me know if you see that.
Yeah.
All right. So Xbox is blocking reviews of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game coming out here soon. It's going into advanced access, but they're not allowing reviews. So we don't know if this game's finished or not. I mean, this is it's iffy because a lot of Xbox games have recently been, let's be honest, not finished, not ready for release or anything like that.
Yeah.
So them not allowing reviews ahead of time it kind of gives me the fact that, this is probably not good.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Like I'm not saying the game is going to be bad, but it does not give, I would say, good optics.
Yeah.
For the game.
No. So, but let me ask you a question. How do you personally feel about this game?
Well, it can't be any worse than the last two movies, right?
Oh, you can, dude. I can literally.
Can
it
be worse than the last two movies? I don't know.
Like I can find an Indiana Jones coloring book that's better than the last two movies.
Yeah. But so I don't know, dude. Like, this is not a good look. It's not a good look. And knowing Xbox, I have a bad feeling that this game's not ready to come out yet.
No, I think they're trying to rush it because they're in such turmoil right now.
That is correct. All right. Let's go to, Elden Ring 2. Let me stop sharing that.
Elden Ring 2?
There's talk. It's not out of the question. But let me go back to our X account and pull up our bookmarks. Let's see. Let me share this real quick.
And here's the thing is that my excitement levels depend on if From Software sells to Sony or not.
Yeah. Here, let me enhance this a little bit.
That's Path of Exile, isn't it?
What's up? Yeah, that's Path of Exile.
God, look how smooth that is.
Yeah, it looks real good. I got a video that we'll share later right before the giveaway. All right. Let me blow this up a little bit. All right. So, new interview from Software President Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Oh, God.
I mean, you want me to pronounce that right? Elden Ring 2 is currently not being considered. However, this does not mean they are denying the development of an Elden Ring IP. So we might see something to do with Elden Ring here in the future. So it's not totally out of the question, which is good. But let's be real. I mean, they're probably going to just make any game, Souls-like game they were going to make is going to be good. They've pretty much proven the fact every game they make is going to be good.
And until they sell to Sony.
Yeah, until that happens. Let's hope that does not happen. But yeah, so From Software, that is not out of the question, but who knows? All right. Let's go back to our bookmarks and pull this up real quick. All right, Grant, I say we get into our top 10.
All right, we're gonna do the top 10 now.
Yeah,
We don't have
let's
any mean tweets, do we?
No,
Eh,
no
we didn't
mean
none.
tweets.
We don't have any mean tweets yet. That's usually more of like a weekend thing.
All right, let me stop sharing that. Okay, Grant. Let's do the top 10. Then we'll go
All
into Path of Exile
Okay.
and do the giveaway and then do the breakdown of the actual game.
Okay.
Okay. So this is our top 10. This was requested by Critical
Okay.
on our YouTube. It's the top 10 sci-fi movies or TV shows. You'll be doing the TV shows. I'll be doing the movies. Top
And if
10.
you have a top 10 list for us, we'll do anything within reason. Like we're not going to do like top 10 murderers of. Well, I mean, I guess we could do top 10 serial killers of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, but we're not going to do like top 10. I don't know what would be considered bad. If it's bannable, we're not going to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Grant, what's your number 10 when it comes to TV shows, sci-fi TV shows?
Well, let me do my honorable mention.
All right, go ahead.
My honorable mention is, and you don't have the graphics for it, that's okay. It's Futurama.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Now this game,
It's funny.
it is pretty funny. But the show has been canceled numerous times, and it's been resurrected numerous times, and right now it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
The new Hulu stuff, it's okay. It's not like any of the classic stuff, but I enjoy it. Me and my wife watch it whenever we go. Like that's what we watch when we go to sleep. Is Futurama. So anyway, number 10 is Lost.
It's pretty good.
And I remember when that show came out. Dude, it was like 1999, 2000, something like that, or 2000. It was like early 2000s or something like that. And everybody was like, how did they get? Well, they knew how they got there. We're like, who's on the island and all this other stuff. And it was like a big mystery and all this, back and forth. And like the fat guy who like won the lottery, and then next thing you know, he's on the island or whatever. He goes in the plane crash. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen it.
What's the actress's name? She played the Wasp, an Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh,
that girl, so hot.
Yeah,
super beautiful. All right, Grant.
So hold on. Do you want to go back and forth? You just want to go? I do all 10, and then you do all yours.
Yeah, go ahead. Do all your 10.
Okay. Number 9 is a more recent adaptation. Netflix, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So, this was one of those shows. Like, I'm not like a huge sci-fi person. I like some sci-fi stuff, but I'm not like huge into it. As in, I watch everything sci-fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel about this. But after I started watching like the first couple episodes, I was locked in. Man, it was good. It's really good. And
I like the 80s feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
and I'm
awesome.
And dude, I'm locked into the new season's coming out or whatever, the final season.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's such a great show.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Number 8, another recent-ish adaptation, The Mandalorian.
Oh, dude. I love The Mandalorian except for season 3.
Yeah. This is probably one of the best Star Wars that Disney has done. And there's some okay ones. But this is probably the best one that they've done.
Season 1 and 2 are so good.
Yeah, it's
good. I don't know what they did with season 3. They had Jack Black and Lizzo.
The planet was it President of Earth?
Why? Why do that? And the characters are stupid also.
Yeah, they just kind of.
Are we doing it for a favor or something? I mean, why have them? But yeah, season 3, dude. I didn't like it. 1 and 2 though were awesome.
And I'm sure there's people yelling at me like, "No, that's not good," and I'm, whatever.
No, season 1 and 2 were like, it kind of had that old Star Wars feel to
Star
it.
Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. But it had that old Star Wars feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good, man. I love the Mandalorian.
All right, here we go.
Hopefully if they bring, whatever they're going to do with it, hopefully season 4 is a lot better than what it was.
Here we go. Number 7, the original Doctor Who.
The original, 1963, huh?
1963 to 1989. Now, I remember, I was born in 84, but I remember the later seasons. they would always come on like syndicated, like
Yeah.
later at night, or like public broadcasting. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Like I thought it was a cool concept. Everything was cool about it. I'd actually, now that I'm older, I'd actually like to go back and watch them from the beginning.
Yeah, Doctor Who was great. It's always been a long running, really good series. I even like the I don't like the new one, but the one before that, I forget the guy's name, the actor's name, but man, that was really good.
Yeah,
But the new stuff is it's kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. No, I want to. Now that I'm older, I want to go back and rewatch the older ones.
Yeah, Doctor Who's great. Great series.
All right,
Grant,
number
go ahead.
6. Number 6, Battlestar Galactica,
There you go.
and of course, everybody's favorite character, Katie Sackhoff, more like Katie Jackoff.
Yeah, dude. Battlestar was really good.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It was good. It was a good show.
I never watched the old school one, but
No.
I did watch this. This was
No.
really good.
Like
I
I
guess
didn't.
it had
I
like
didn't.
5 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was an old one until until I got like halfway through this one. I didn't know there was an old
Yeah,
one.
but this was good. This was a really good show. All right, Grant, keep going.
Number 5. This I don't understand, and I really don't understand how it only got one season. It's Firefly.
Can I take a guess? Oh, okay. Yeah, Firefly.
It's Firefly. Now I don't, dude. How cool was this show?
Dude, like I remember when this season dropped, like when the first episode dropped. Such a great show, such a good premise. I mean, space piratey like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminded me of like Cowboy Bebop, the animation.
Yeah.
With the twist, but more, I guess, realistic or real life stuff. Live action. But it gave me that Cowboy Bebop feeling when it first came out.
Yeah, and I don't understand how. Like, I don't get why it only had one season. It was weird.
And it had a great cast. Like everyone was casted perfectly. It mixed comedy, sci-fi, all that stuff, all that cowboy stuff, and mixed into it. And this was actually fan funded into make a movie called Serenity.
Yeah,
they were trying to bring it back, but then instead they just brought it back as a movie called Serenity, which I liked it too.
It was good, man.
But yeah, dude, this was like, if this was kept running, we'd be talking about this. Probably would at least had 8 seasons, 10 seasons. Or something
no,
like
it'd
that.
have been good.
We would be talking about it as one of the greatest sci-fi shows of all
it was
time.
good. It was good
if they kept it.
Number 4, the original Twilight Zone.
All right. Hey, I'm going to zero day. Doctor Who is my favorite. Yeah, dude. Doctor Who's great.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
The original Twilight Zone. I remember being like, I remember this show used to come on at like 10 o'clock on syndicated. Well, we didn't have satellite. We didn't have cable.
We didn't either.
Yeah. So you only had like 4 channels. This is back when you only had like 4 or 5 channels. But you remember the that used to scare the shit out of me. I was like, oh my God. But no, man, like I remember of course everybody remembers the iconic episode, the one where the guy who played Mickey from Rocky, Burgess Meredith, he was the banker who was like the book reader or whatever, and he was like I guess he got secluded from the rest of the world. It was just him and a bunch of books, and then like right before he can start reading books, he broke his glasses. So now he couldn't read. So he's just alone by himself, whatever. Had weird stuff like that, aliens, all this stuff, man. It was cool. It was good.
I think Jordan Peele tried to bring it back, but it wasn't really.
Yeah, nah, man. Like some stuff you just
don't get me wrong. He's good at like writing some pretty good movies.
He is, but there's just some things.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah,
the newest one.
Some of the stuff, it's like this. Like some of the stuff is really good for the certain time periods, and like it's just not able to be brought back. You know what I mean? Because you don't really have people who would appreciate it now like you did then. You know what I mean?
That's true.
All right. Number 3, The X-Files.
Oh yeah, buddy. You had to have that. If you didn't have that, we'd have to have a discussion, buddy.
This was cool. This was a cool show, man. This was one of the longest running shows on Fox.
I mean,
I remember this.
You just make a case for it to be number 1, dude.
You could.
I
mean, all 3 of my top 3. If you can put them in any order. It's just
Yeah.
about what you. These are just about what you prefer. You know, these are my preferences. But no, Mulder and Scully. Oh yeah,
Yeah, great
it's good
show.
stuff. Yeah, it was good stuff, man.
All right.
All right, so number 2 and 1 can be interchanged if you would like. And this is probably the debates at the cons where they fight each other over who's the better captain.
Oh yeah.
Ed, who's your favorite captain? Is it Captain Kirk or Captain Picard?
It's Kirk, dude. I like both of them, but Kirk's the OG, man.
Okay, but number 2 is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Picard.
Yeah, Picard, man.
Picard's good too.
Yeah,
What's the actor's name? God, what is his name? Professor X too.
Oh,
God, what is his name? I
you wouldn't have said it, I'd have known.
I got to look it up.
He
I don't
was
know why I
knighted.
don't know this. Patrick Stewart, duh.
Sir Patrick Stewart. He was knighted. You get it right.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Nah, but no, The Next Generation. So, and of course, number 1 is the original Star Trek. That's the most iconic. That is probably the most iconic show. I mean, it's quoted. Everybody always. I'm talking about number 1. I've already moved on to number 1.
I'm changing the image, buddy.
I'm gonna talk about both of them.
All right.
Anyway, Spock, of course, everything's illogical.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So I mean, Leonard Nimoy, most iconic character. Captain Kirk, William Shatner. I mean, everybody
memes, dude.
I mean, everybody quotes him the way he talks.
Yeah.
We don't have to go here, or whatever.
Yep.
But it's not only is it the most iconic show, it's the most mimic show, the most copied show. You know what I mean? People still dress up as them and all this other stuff, man. The Next Generation was cooler because I liked Worf. I thought he was the coolest looking one.
Yeah.
I always thought whenever they brought out the batleth, like the battle thing, I thought that was cool, like the big sword thing, like the big hand sword. It's like the double, whatever it was, the Klingon batleth or whatever they call it.
It's funny you have that as number 1. Is one of their movies is actually my top 10.
Is it? That's good. Anyway, so those are my top 10 shows.
All right, that's pretty good, Grant. Pretty good.
Right. So now you're doing the movies.
Doing top 10 sci-fi movies.
All right, here we go.
This is hard for me because I'm real big into sci-fi.
Number 10, Predator.
No. Not yet, Grant.
Okay.
My number 10 is 2001 Space Odyssey, 1968. Okay. I mean, this is still to date one of the best. Let's see. I saw this when I was 4 years old, or maybe 5. I saw the movie. Yeah. Late 80s. I saw it for the first time. And I loved it, dude. It was so cool. Like the way the music, I think, is really what brought it out. Like the music and the scenes and stuff like that. The music was slapped. It slapped.
Did it slap, Ed?
It slapped. Like the youngins say, slapped.
Oh, here we go. How do you do, fellow kids?
But yeah, dude, great music, everything about it. And at the time in 1968, the special effects were top of the chart.
Yeah,
now, of course, it's not now, but
I mean, you probably thought then, oh my God, I'll never get better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, even in the 80s, it was good. You know what I mean? That was like 20 years later. All right, Grant, my number 9 is the original Blade Runner.
Okay.
With 1982, Ridley Scott. And Blade Runner was just cool. It's another sci-fi back in the 80s. The 80s they were banging, dude.
They had some good stuff. Oh yeah.
But yeah, the 80s when it came to sci-fi was awesome. But this one was also the music and just the concept and the story. It was really cool. And it's easily top 10 for me. Number 8, Grant. This is going to be a little bit more modern. What I thought was a great movie, a sci-fi movie, was Interstellar.
Okay.
With Matthew McConaughey. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's really good, dude. I just
like goes to Mars or whatever.
Yeah, I like the story, and then like kind of how they get stuck on one planet, and there's a time, shift, and it's like decades later.
He's trying to like grow plants and stuff, and they die and all that other shit.
Yeah. What?
You don't remember? You don't remember? He tries to make.
You're talking about, dude. You're talking about. That's not. No. That's like Mars or something like that.
Which one am I
That's the
talking
one.
about?
That doesn't have Matthew McConaughey. Hell, never
Which one
mind.
which one am I thinking of? Which one?
You're talking about the one with what's his name? Ben Affleck's buddy. Oh God, what is his name?
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
Is that the
when
one where
he grows potatoes and stuff like that?
and they die or
Yeah,
whatever?
and they died. Sit your ass down.
What?
Right.
Then what?
No, just stop. Just stop. I got you.
That's Interstellar. That's what.
That's not Interstellar. But this one was like, it just had a good story, I think, personally. Like, yeah, it was like a time shift, and his daughter ended up figuring it out. But he was like, he entered a black hole and was like messing with like time and stuff like that. Or it was basically about gravity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how gravity transverses time and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it the one with Ben Affleck? I mean, with Matt Damon?
No.
Where he's on Mars.
Golly. All right, next, number 7, Grant, is The Thing, 1982. Not the new one. The new one, no. No, thank you. But the original The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Okay.
When it was like, a alien presence could absorb people and stuff like that and mimic them. It was really cool. Or at the time, it was really scary, too. But it was messed up, like when the thing would absorb like the dogs and then people, and then it'd come out like as a different creature.
Yeah.
When it get exposed because it was like afraid of fire. The thing was messed up. And the setting was like in the middle of Antarctica. Have you seen the movie? You looking at me with like those eyes.
What about that movie with Matt Damon where he's trying to grow potatoes?
Have you seen The Thing? 1980s? The original one?
I can't.
You probably saw a new one. All right, here's another modern movie that I added to my list. Dunes. Both Dunes. Dune 1 and 2. Recently, 21 and 24.
Is that what you said? Dune with the Rock?
No, I like the new Dunes, man. I like especially the second one towards the end there. When he pretty much declares himself the God Emperor at the end. But great movies, great rehashes. I didn't like the original movie. No, that was garbage. Good books too. They get crazy. Those Dune books, like after the next movie, is going to start getting crazy if they do one. The TV series though, Dune Prophecy, is, I don't know what they're doing there. It's not interesting at all. Travis Fimmel, the guy who played Vikings, he's about the only interesting character in the entire show. If they just switch to the revolving the show around him, it might start getting good. What
number was that?
That was number 6.
Number 6, Doom with the Rock.
I didn't say Doom. That's a Dune.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Grant. Number 5. You already said this group. Here, let me pull this one up. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Here, let me pull it up. Star Trek II. Here we go. All right, Star Trek II. Grant. Fantastic movie. All right. A fantastic classic Star Trek movie. The first Star Trek, when they redid them, the newest ones. The first one was really good. The first and second one were pretty good. I didn't like the third one, but yeah. I mean, this is one of the best Star Trek films ever made. If the not the best.
It's good. Yeah, it's the most iconic one too.
Yeah, but great movie. And let's see, that was number 5.
What year did that come out? This is like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, because they were
maybe early 80s, late 70s.
Because I remember they going like on a roll with just like Star Trek movies.
Oh, they made a ton of Star Treks back then. A ton. A lot of them were not that good, but this one and
Star
a few
Trek
others were really
6,
good.
7 or whatever.
Yeah. All right, Grant. My number 4 is the OG Predator.
There we go. Why did I put my picture up there?
What was that?
Me and Arnold.
Nah, man, dude, this movie is fantastic. Classic. I would say it's probably still one of the best, I guess you can say, horror at the same sci-fi horror movies.
Yeah.
Ever. Still today. I still think it's the best Predator movie made, still. They made Prey. Prey was okay. is pretty good. It was better than some of the recent Predator movies, but nothing's going to top this. As of yet, they have yet to top this in any new.
And for
Predator
people who don't
movie.
know, this is where the GIF comes from, where the handshake, where the black guy and the white guy clasp
No.
hands. Yeah, it is. Where you're like, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I'm just messing with you. All right, yeah. So Predator number 4. All right, number 3, Grant. Let me add this in there.
Let me guess.
Go ahead and guess.
Total Recall.
Nope, that was the runner-up though.
Okay.
Runner-up. It's runner-up. Terminator 2, bro.
Oh yeah.
Another Schwarzenegger, back to back. This is another classic.
Still the best one, man. This is still the best one.
Yeah, it's still the best one, obviously. But yeah, great movie, great sci-fi movie. I saw this one in theaters with my dad and my brother. They brought me to the
Your dad probably had like a pistol in his. He probably had a gun on.
Oh, he was packing, dude. He was Mississippi in the 80s or maybe early 90s.
Oh shit! If it was Mississippi
Early 90s,
oh yeah, you drinking whiskey in the movie theater.
90s. Yeah.
You're smoking cigars and drinking whiskey in the movie theaters there.
That's right. All right. Okay, this was a kind of toss-up for me. I put 2 movies together in one. Okay. Alien and Aliens is my number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Those, all right, so I've said this before, but Ripley is still to date one of the greatest sci-fi characters of all time.
That's true.
And no one has yet to trump her.
Yeah.
She is, actually, I will say, she is the greatest sci-fi character of all time. I mean, I'm just going to say, she was a great character.
Yeah.
But Aliens 1 and 2, let me pull up this image. But man, these movies were great. But really, it's Sigourney Weaver that made the movies. Like, she just did a phenomenal job, and her portrayal of Ripley was just, I mean, like I said, the best out of any sci-fi movie. Still the best character, I think. But my number 1.
Yeah, it's good.
My number 1. This was obvious. The best sci-fi movie ever, in my opinion. Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. I agree.
This is still to date the best sci-fi movie ever made. It was so good, dude.
Yeah.
I never saw these in theaters, but I remember going. Yeah, I remember going to my grandmother's house, and they would have the Christmas specials. They would play these movies back to back, like all day. They'd have the Star Wars Christmas stuff. And I remember I could never finish it because the movies were so long, and I would have to like come back later, and I'd watch it like 3 times in a day, but I would never finish it until like the 3rd time. But I finally got to finish it, and still today it is my favorite movie of all time. Dude, the old RoboCop 0 Day, yeah, dude, they were great. Also,
man, there's just so like it's impossible to fit all the
too hard to do top 10. You can do so many runner ups, but it's so hard to do top 10 when there's so many great sci-fi movies.
Like, you know, another
that you could make a case for any of them to be in the top 10.
All right, I'm gonna say a movie, and you tell me where you put it. If you could take one movie out and put this movie in, where would you put it?
Go ahead.
Signs.
It wouldn't be in my top 10.
No,
it'd be probably my top. I could make a case for a top 25.
Signs was, dude. That's
Signs
my
was
favorite.
Really good at the time.
It was my favorite Shyamalan movie because you know he always tried to.
My favorite Shyamalan movie. Period.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you know in every movie he always tried to pull like the old switcheroo at the end or whatever. Yeah. Like this one wasn't like that. This was just like, you know, because at first you know you're like, oh, here we go. It's not really aliens. It's going to be something else. You know.
Yeah, but dude. Yeah, Signs, and there's a few others I can think
Total
of.
Recall.
Total Recall was up there. That's easily top 20, top 10.
Probably put the original Terminator.
Yeah, original Terminator was good. I couldn't really put any.
Here's one.
It's not in my top 20, but Alien Romulus was actually pretty good. It's not like a best sci-fi movie, and you know, personally, but it's still it's finally kind of made a little bit return to form for Alien. A little bit return to form. Aliens Romulus.
Here's one right here. This is for the kids. Flight of the Navigator.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Flight of the Navigator?
Yeah, dude. what was that one? Oh, Zathura. You ever seen
Yep.
Zathura? It's kind of
Zathura.
like a space Jumanji.
Yeah.
That was actually
Yeah.
pretty good. That one actor was pretty funny in it.
Yep.
Yeah, let me stop sharing this. All right. But yeah, dude, like
There's a ton. We should do like a top 10 80s
there's a
action
ton.
movie.
Action movie. I think next week it's top 10 asses.
Okay.
That was requested by
Hey.
Critical. Yes,
Hey.
2 in a row.
That's fine.
All right,
That's
we'll
cool.
do that one too. Top 10 asses in video games.
All
We
right.
already just did. We did boobs.
That's right.
Might as well just keep going.
We'll go ahead. We got
All right,
it.
Grant, that's top 10.
We're an incel. That's what I said. You're an incel podcast.
Incel. Yeah, Incel podcast. Okay.
Hey, you asked for it. We'll do it.
Yep. All right, Grant.
Oh, also, hold on. Let's
Oh,
wrap it up.
What?
Again, if you got a top 10 for us, let us know. We'll do best or worst. It could be
Yeah,
top 10 worst video games, top 10 worst systems, whatever.
We've had a few top 10 worst we've done.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, Grant. Now for the main segment of our show
Okay.
is Path of Exile 2. And
So
then
are we going to do the giveaway first, or are we going to talk about it first?
We're going to talk about first and do the
All right.
giveaway. All right. Let me pull up this YouTube video. So while we're talking, let's see. Downloads. Let's see. Manage videos, downloads. Where are my downloads at?
Oh, God. Be professional here.
Be
Be professional.
There's my downloads. All right, let me share that. Let me blow this up and share it. Okay. All right, Grant. Let's get the screen share going. Tell me when you see it.
I see it.
All right, let me blow it up a little bit and mute it. All right, Grant, Path of Exile 2. I want to do a quick breakdown. So this video is from Wild Gamer SK. We'll have the link to this video in our description. But we're going to kind of do a breakdown. All right, so we also have a Twitter. The breakdown is mainly from, what's his name? German Strands on Twitter. He gave a lot of good info on what's going to be in Path of Exile 2. Kind of just a quick breakdown. And that's what we're going to do right now. And kind of go, and then we'll go into the giveaway for the early access key. All right, so let's break it down. Let me pull this up.
Look how smooth that looks, man.
It looks so good, dude. Looks so good. I mean, I am so excited for this game. I can't in 3 days, dude. We're going to be able to play this. All right. So early access for Path of Exile 2 starts December 6th.
My wife says, she says, you want to go somewhere Friday night? I said, yawn there.
Campaign grant. All right. So it goes up, I think, only to Act 3, but it's still 35 to 40 hours of campaign.
Yep.
That's not where the meat and potatoes is. Meat and potatoes is going to be in the end game.
Okay.
All right. So it's kind of what they described it as is a Dark Souls of action RPGs. There's no difficulty options, no easy game, lots of challenging boss fights. I think there's 50 bosses in the game, dude.
That's cool.
Like up to Act 3, 50 bosses. Are you kidding me?
So there's only 3 acts total? Is that what you're saying?
For the early access.
Oh, early access. Gotcha.
So the game's not officially coming out until 2025.
Gotcha.
They're allowing people to play the first 3 acts with endgame content December 6th.
Cool.
But yeah, the Souls-like action RPG towards it is very rewarding to beat a boss.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not. I mean, maybe eventually once you get like a uber meta build or whatever, you'll be able to kill bosses fast. But like it's legit like mechanic heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like Diablo. You can just bam go in there and one shot things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mechanic heavy. All right. It has that Dark Souls Elden Ring feel to it for an action RPG. The maps, dude, the maps are huge. Like you're talking about like 1 hour side to side going from point A to point B across the map sometimes in some
Damn,
maps.
that's cool.
Like they're huge. They're ridiculously huge. Downside, the maps do feel a little bit empty, like for events currently. I mean, it's early access. I'm not
Yeah.
expecting a ton of events, on the regular maps. I'm
Mhm.
just not expecting it in an early access game. But there's a great sense of discovery on the maps, like mechanics, builds, and lore. It's what they're saying. It feels like 3 games. It's basically 3 games into one, and it's a limitless combination of builds. I mean, you saw the 1500 the skill tree. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Path of Exile 1. That
Yeah.
huge skill tree
Yep.
that you can just kind of customize your build however you want. All right, so yeah, 0 day 3 acts. Here, let me show this. 3 acts once normal difficulty, and again hard difficulty for a total of 6 acts.
It's pretty good for early access.
Yep, almost limitless combinations of builds. A lot easier to respect your skills. Let's see. It has that dark theme, clearly just inspired by Diablo 2.
Yeah.
By the way it looks. I mean, Path of Exile, you can say the same thing for it. But to me, this is just, if it's anything like Path of Exile, but with all this, I guess, added content or, changes that they made, I mean, it's going to be legit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Controller. So supposedly controller feel is like, it's made for a controller. So it's
That's
going to
good.
run, that's how smooth it's going to be. It's the combat and the gameplay is made for controller. You can still play on keyboard, but I mean, they kind of made this game more controller oriented.
That's cool.
Let's see. Full game 6 to 12 months away from now. Early access is $30. Let's see. Yeah, full game is 6 acts. Early access is 3 acts. All right, that's what they're saying though. So I don't know if you're right on that 0 day about hard difficulty for a total of 6 acts. They're saying the full game will be 6 acts. So I don't know if that's going to be included in early access, including the hard mode. So I'm guessing that you replay everything in hard mode, or the original 3 acts, or additional 3 acts. I don't know. We already said 50 bosses in early access, 400 monster types, 1500 passive tree skill, 6 classes with 2 ascendancy classes in early access.
God, look at that, man. It looks awesome.
I'm telling you, dude. Is that what is that? The Ranger? Yeah. Parties of up to 6 players. 6 players, dude. Couch co-op, of course. Point and click with your WASD keys. So, if you don't want to play controller, you can always still do the old school style. Cross play, cross progression. Let's see. That's good. That's good. PS5 support. PS5 Pro support. Excuse me.
That's cool.
So that's going to be immediately available upon the game release or
That's
early
good.
access.
It's a good time to, now that you got your PS5.
5 years plus of development. And of course, dude, it's already at it's like 40,000 wish lists on Steam already.
Golly.
And that was just a couple of days. That was like 3-4 days ago.
Man, this game's going to be awesome, man.
Yeah, so 0 day is, yeah, okay. Yeah, for early access, only 3 acts that you play twice. Gotcha. Easy. Appreciate that, buddy. All right. Servers might need to be ready for like a huge server push, because we're talking about maybe possibly millions of people playing this from the get-go, out the gate.
You don't want these servers to be like Netflix's Mike Tyson fight.
I don't know about the initial push, but expect as this game goes along, a lot more people playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dude. I mean, this game is melee classes very strong in this game. It's no longer. I mean, PoE 1, they had some decent ones, but it was more kind of range oriented. I mean, most of your meta stuff was range. I mean, besides maybe some of your flicker strike builds and stuff like that. But this one is like melee classes are very strong in this game. And the bosses are kind of oriented towards that when it comes to mechanics and stuff like that. So the boss fights are very in-depth, like mechanic heavy. Thank God. We've been waiting for that. Something like that. Diablo 4 I mean, it has mechanics, but it's just a few mechanics every boss. You know what I mean?
I mean, you
Like,
can really
but then
stand there
it's
and
to the
spam a
point that
button.
you get so strong, it's just like there's no mechanics involved at all because you're just killing bosses like in no time.
Yeah,
You know,
you've done it.
not saying you can get to that point in this game, but from what I'm hearing, it's the level, the like how hard the game gets, it really goes up. All right, and that is it. Oh, and of course, as we all know, no pay to win mechanics.
Good.
Quality of life like they've always had. Increasing your bag slots, all that stuff, cosmetics, but no pay to win. So nothing you can buy can make your character stronger. But you can get stuff for quality of life, again, like bag space and all that stuff. Okay. Grant.
Are we
You
ready?
ready for that key giveaway?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna pause this video real quick. We'll go back to it in a second.
I'm going to share my screen.
Yep, go ahead. Let me stop sharing. All right.
Let me know when you can see it.
All right. I can see it. Can you kind of zoom in a little bit?
I don't know how.
Do you have a pad?
Yeah. I mean, I can't. This
Well,
is
take
like a
your two
website.
fingers and just.
No, I
on
don't
the
have a pad.
You don't have a pad on? Yeah,
Hold
sorry
on,
ass laptop.
Hold on. It's not loud. I'm got it hooked up to a computer.
Don't even worry about it. We'll let people know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is random generated. If you
Mhm.
follow the rules on the tweet,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be eligible for the early access key.
All right. Are you ready for the countdown?
Yeah.
Do it.
3, 2, 1. Pick it.
Here we go. It's picking a winner. 10%. 42%. Ryan
Rideout. All right. Give me that app. No, we know. Don't even think about it. We know you guys trying to.
Nope.
Right now, everyone's like trying to change their tags. There's some people that change their like names and stuff like that.
Nope.
You're not going to scam us. We're
Nope.
going to double, triple check this stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Takeshi, Takeshi.
Okay.
Moto, Moto.
Okay.
112.
112. I got it down. Got in our chat. So immediately after this podcast, we're going to message you on X.
Mm-hmm.
The right person. So don't think you can change your name and stuff. We're going to be triple checking that. We're going to message the person on X.
They almost got us one time.
We're going to give you the key. The key, all you have to do, if you don't already have a Path of Exile account, you can just go to their website, create an account, and just apply this key to your account, and that account that you use will be automatically basically allowed to access the early access for Path of Exile 2. And you'll use that account, your Path of Exile account, to log into PS5, however you want to play the game, basically. On your Steam account, whatever. You'll be able to access the game from any platform using your Path of Exile account. Okay? So Ryan Rideout, congratulations. We'll message you after the podcast.
Yep.
All right. Okay, got that. Let's close that. All right. Grant. That's it, buddy.
We're done.
But yeah, December 6th, boy. You better be ready.
Ed's
Live streaming.
Ed's gonna be putting in his calf bag and strapping on a diaper.
That's how it's done right there. All right. Hey, thanks for everyone that joined. You can go catch our YouTube, X account, TikTok. We're on TikTok, Rumble.
Don't come at me crazy on TikTok now. Don't do it.
All right. Talk shit all you want to. We're going to respond.
Oh yeah.
We will respond. But yeah, check Rumble out too. We're having a big push on Rumble too to get more followers over there.
Yep.
And of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. This episode will be available later today on all podcasting platforms. But yeah, check it out.
All right, guys. Well, again, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will see you Friday. Peace.